Well, the debate continues for those living and the developers in St. Joe on whether a CVS pharmacy should be built on the corner of Niles and Myrtle Avenue.
Yeah, ABC 57 is learning that many changes have been made to the original plans rather than rezoning the area. Developer Eric Harvey and Jim Cook are looking to submit a planned unit development proposal which would allow for more flexibility, they say. ABC 57's Emily Evans talked to those for and against the development today. And Emily, what are a few of the main concerns here that those living there are having?
Well, Brian, they tell me a lot of progress has been made since March, but they say they still prefer another location, saying there will be too much traffic on Niles Avenue. But developer Eric Harvey tells me if the plans for the CVS are carried out, Niles Avenue would max out at 25,000 vehicles per day, and that's 32% below its capacity level. To have a CVS or to not have a CVS? That is still the question for residents in St. Joseph tonight. And despite many revisions to original plans, there is still some disagreement.
To have that many cars going into that intersection is just going to create a nightmare. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to back things up here.
Rick Stobalar has lived on Myrtle Avenue for 29 years. He says the added traffic to the intersection outside of his home would be a safety hazard for drivers.
If we had an emergency here, needed a fire engine or an ambulance, there'd be no way they could get down here.
But developers say their new approach that's eliminated 3 driveways from their original plans will actually reduce the chance for accidents by 7 to 10%. And some people living here agree.
I think the traffic flow is appropriate. I think the size of St. Joe and how the city moves and the traffic flows, around. I think that's a benefit for that location.
Opponents for the pharmacy now have 1,000 signatures on a petition that backs their stance. They say with 4 pharmacies in 1/2 mile stretch of Niles Avenue, they want to see the CVS built in a different part of St. Joe.
I look at it and say, okay, in the long run, is it going to be a positive or a negative to our community? And I can't see a way that it's going to end up being a positive.
Developer Eric Harvey issued this statement today in response. Quote, "We heard and understood the opposition to rezoning certain residential parcels. So we agreed to maintain a residential parcel on Myrtle, and we converted the project to a planned unit development that does not rezone any property."
St. Joe needs CVS. 2 reasons. They need the tax dollars from a going business, and they need to show the rest of the business community that they are in favor of supporting development in St. Joe.
Now, a proposal for a roadway expansion for that proposed CVS will go before the City Commission here at City Hall Monday night at 6 o'clock. If the city authorizes their staff to look at this 4th approach, a more detailed plan will be presented Thursday. Now, one resident is pushing for a 3rd option for the CVS pharmacy. Find out what that is coming up all new tonight at 6. Reporting live in St. Joseph, Emily Evans, ABC 57 News.
And tonight, this